that smaller. Pop Twitch chat out. Awesome. Holy macaroni. I'm actually live. Whoa. 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 Wait a second. Wait a second. Alright, let's get this plugged up and get this thing going. No, I'm okay. I would love a recap, but I don't want to see this right now. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get to it. It's time to grab the Mewtwo. I already got the Mewtwo's stones and such. And accepted off link play, which I wonder if it'll show me. It showed me the... what's it called again? So I'm kind of confused. Wait, was this? This? Huh? It showed me shine bright like a gemstone again when I did this. I just want to show it. I was very confused. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, it just shows them again for some reason. I don't know why it does that. To me, hey, to me, that'd be silly to do. But hey, it does it. It does it anyways, so sure. It wants to make sure you know you got it, but let me heal up real quick and grab some different mons, and we will go on to grab the YouTube. The YouTube, we'll go on and grab the Mewtwo. Yo, what's going on, Krill? Yo, let's go. Yeah, today was the third day, and it wasn't too bad. It's rough adjusting to the schedule. Also, I forget when you said you started your stuff, but hopefully that's going well so far. It wasn't too bad for the most part. It's definitely, it might be a long year overall, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad overall. It's more or less just like getting used to this schedule, and you know, there's just a bunch of stuff to learn. So it's just those things pretty much, but it should be pretty all right. Thank you for that though. But yeah, I'm ready to I realized I made this box, and then actually let's put them over here. Let's put these guys over here. When I was in Illinois visiting family for Thanksgiving, I rearranged my boxes to where these should be in Pokedex order now. It's kind of awesome, but it took a long time. I released so many Pokemon, but I got to grab some mons for the squad real quick to go get Mewtwo. Let me do that. What's another level 100 I have? Gyarados? Sure. You know, Crunch. Why not? Next week, I'm terrified. It's okay, bro. You got it. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, I'm in the same boat driving to Atlanta. Total 1 hour drive. Yikes. That is definitely going to be a little rough. I swear. That's why you neglected your poor cousin for a Pokebox. Listen, guys. This guy's lying. I would never do that. I was talking and adjusting my Pokebox at the same time, okay? My box was being adjusted and I was talking. I would never leave him hanging like that. How we doing? How are we? How are we? Say hello to the cousin, guys. This is awesome. I'm so out of it. So when I came home today, guys, I come home and I'm like, no, I'm not tired. I want to go to sleep. Man, my ass fell asleep at like 2, and then I woke up at like 5, and I'm like, shit. I was trying to stay up and then be able to fall asleep. The goal is to fall asleep by like, did I do this correctly? Oh, nice. The goal is to be able to fall asleep by like 9 at the latest every day. And then, you know, hopefully 8. So I want to start streaming at like 5. But yeah, well, we'll get it figured out. Because then in a month, it's going to be completely different. Actually kind of similar. I'd be waking up streaming by 6 to like 8. And then maybe even 8:30, and then going into work. So yeah, pretty chill overall. I just got to learn a bunch of stuff. The people there are super cool, and then I'll be getting some training to try to get where I want to be, hopefully before or around summer, and not a full year, but we'll see how it goes. But best of luck, Krill, as well. Also, Hordo, hello, Hordo, how are we? It's Mewtwo, guys. Look at this. Wow, it's Mewtwo. I looked up how to get this, but I don't know any of the things. Initiating security protocols. Oh shit, they got the automatic Mega Stone detectors? Dude. And I got 2 of them. Activating Project M. The project is highly dangerous. We still like to release the locks. Of course! What do you mean? I want the legendary. How we doing, Hordo? Other than the graveyard shift thing, glad to hear chill. Yeah, I must say, for the most part, I think, so, you know, I would just, everybody seems chill, you know, I just feel bad, because some people are like, you know, 40, although they've only been working there for like a year or something, but they're 40, and you know, I'm not a supervisor over them. Well, I might be for one of the guys, but you know, they see me saying supervisor, I'm just like, guys, don't worry, it's not gonna be that long. I'm trying to, you know, I got a degree, I want to be an engineer. But the first day I felt like somebody was not happy that I was way older and a supervisor. So, well, it's Mabel, mommy Mabel. Mewtwo is extremely dangerous Pokemon. You're thinking of facing off against? Of course. What do you mean? Wait, can you nickname Mabel? Because I swore in somebody's video it said Aunt Mabel. Or did she say that and I was blind? Looks like I didn't have to haggle you for 2 streams in a row for the legendary. And look at that, Ordo. I was on my game. Partly because, you know, I needed something to do anyways. Wait, we gotta take a picture for the short. We gotta take a picture for the short. Hold up. We gotta get the good lighting. Holy shit, it's so dark with this lighting. I'm trying to get right in the middle, bro. It's so sensitive. It's so sensitive. What the heck? There's no music in here. Wait, guys, watch this. We stop it. Wait. That's close enough, whatever. We're gonna go through all the filters, and I'm gonna choose a bunch of different filters for bro. You think I can... Wait, that one's got a peak. Oh, she says that? Well, now I'm sad I didn't notice it. Wait, you think I can get close and, like... Can I crouch with the camera? Can you crouch in this game with the camera? Damn. Wait, you can! If I get too close, is it gonna automatically fight? This is actually kind of awesome. This is an epic photo shoot with Mewtwo. Oh, okay. Damn. Now I'm sad. You know, I wish I could nickname Mabel, because I would call her Mommy Mabel, of course. Don't worry, I got you, Mommy Mabel. That says Mew, and that's Mewtwo, guys. What the heck? I didn't save before this. I just realized. But assumably, it's like every other legendary, and you can't actually fail them. Right? I would imagine. No shot you'd be able, and I didn't bring any like Thunder Wavers or anything like that. We go for Pokeballs and Premier Balls, okay? Pokeballs and Premier Balls. Very low catch rate. Extremely low. I do know that. But we got this. I kind of don't want to kill. You can't leave until the cat is yours. So I can kill him is what you're saying. I should not be scared of kill. Well, I can just do... Oh. Don't worry, we got this. First ball. See, look. See, look. First ball. And he just comes back, assumably. Yep, yep. Why did she say you have, don't kill him or whatever? Oh, I can get another photo shoot time, though. Wait, hold on. Because I swore she says, oh, don't kill him. And it's just like, bro, what do you mean? Why say that if I literally can't? And then let's get the funny one. Let's get the funny one. I like that one, but I want the funny one. Yeah. 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 Wait. Just a bit closer. Beautiful. Amazing. Perfect thumbnails. Oh, I should have grabbed him on with Thunderwave. Shoot. It's okay. I use my Master Ball on a Mareep, so we don't have a Master Ball to use on this because I haven't grinded the offline tournament yet. Unfortunately. But it's okay. If I caught... Well, those are easier to catch than Mewtwo. But if I caught the legendaries and luxury balls, you know, why not? You know, I got it right here. Here it is. See? Damn, bro's up there. Guys, did you know that's not a tail on Mewtwo? Did you know that's actually not a tail? Fun fact, tails don't start from the front. Just a little fun fact for you guys. It's kind of annoying you can't go from the, will you stop? Will you let me throw balls at you? Apparently you can frame perfect this. And I might just spam balls, see if we can, oh, never mind, he's not mad anymore. But apparently, I was watching Austin John Plays do this, and apparently you can frame perfect it, supposedly is what he said. Stop. Don't be mad. Stop being mad. Let me catch you. Don't worry, it's gonna work one of these times. Why is bro sidekicking a dark type? Hey, this guy's supposed to be a legendary. Shouldn't he be smart? Okay, I'm gonna kill him and just get a Thunder Waver or something real quick. Bro, it's Mewtwo. What do you mean, bro? He's levitating. He be levitating. Debacle. How we doing? We're trying to catch the guy with an appendage. Not a tail. It's not a tail. He does not have a tail. It's an appendage. It comes from the front. I learned this from Nintendo. Tails do not start from the front. Okay? Okay. If that's a tail, then shit, I got one too. You know what I'm saying? Thunderwave. Thunderwave. You can learn Thunderwave. Hopefully bro doesn't die when we do it, but... Why does he have his menace out? You know? Listen. Bro, he's confident. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? Oh, I was driving, listen. Did you say it? Mass, I did. I got a shiny Mareep. And it just fit the colors, bro. It fit the colors. I was like, fuck it, why not? You can get one for, what is it, Hordo? 1.42% or something like that. 1.38, something like that. Something in that area from doing something in the game. So at some point, I'm just going to try to grind some more. But yeah, you listen, it was amazing. Third leg gang, dude. Dude, everybody here's got the third leg, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I save now, just in case, even though I don't need to. I was gonna grab something else, but I can't remember what I was gonna grab. Does paralysis go away in this game eventually over time or no? 1.38. Hey, I said 1.38 as well, right? Or did I not say that? I can't remember. I try to absorb your information, Hordo. I try. You're just the information person, you know? Information mushroom, I could say. And we love that. Status don't fade. Awesome. Okay. I'm a Thunder Wave him. I'm gonna Thunder Wave him first. I think. Why not? Get it out of the way. Let not Mewtwo. Let Raichu die. You know what I'm saying? Accept confusion. Yeah. Well, that's. Yeah. I knew that, but that's how confusion's always worked, right? Wait, does that... Wait, so drowsiness doesn't fade in this game since it's not like full sleep? That's actually... I didn't know that. Don't die. Thank you. Epic. We'll just do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And I gotta chuck balls along the way as well, because you never know. We might get lucky. I wish Confusion added to being able to, like, catch them on. That's the only thing that I dislike. That, like, Confusion doesn't add to the, catch rate of them on. It's very sad. Like, it's not... I know it's not, like, a full status, but damn, bro. They be doing it dirty. Yes, Mewtwo. I'm trying not to kill you right now. Yo, have a good one, girl. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good time at work. I should be live for at least the next hour and 40 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Mewtwo is throwing so damn bad. Listen, he's trying to flex, or... There it is. He's trying to flex, or you never seen a man flex, you know what I'm saying? You never seen a person with never seen a Pokemon with an appendage flex. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's Mommy Mabel in the flesh, basically. I gotta tell you, it's a complicated feeling, no matter how long it's been. Oh yeah, is it? Oh wow, is it? You could have came here any time. I figured Holotech was called for in this situation. Voice calls are so impersonal. Now then, there it is, Auntie Mabel. No, you're mommy, okay? Listen. Explain to you why you ended up battling Mewtwo in Lysander's lab. Sure. Yeah, go ahead, tell me, mommy. Very nice. I do enjoy it. And attentive... Oh, shit, guys. We're getting on our good side. See, Mewtwo is a Pokemon created by a scientist who is conducting research on Pokemon DNA. It is formidable power, which piqued Team Flare's interest. We wondered if we might be able to use Mewtwo in the ultimate weapon. When we heard it had been spotted in Kalos' unknown dungeon, we went and caught it. Is there, like, canonically more than one Mewtwo, by the way? It's called asserting dominance and flexing, Hordo. You don't understand. Honestly, we still don't know why Mewtwo had even showed up in the Kalos region. One theory was that Mewtwo came seeking the power of Mega Evolution. But even with all 5 of us looking into it, we couldn't arrive at an answer. So we had pieces of both Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y, but even when we tried using them, Mewtwo never Mega Evolved. So how do you only have pieces of a Mega Stone? What? Since Mewtwo tends to mostly just hang about, saving up its energy for when it needs to battle. I don't understand that. God of War one-taps Mewtwo? God of War... You know what? I'll not say it. We put Project M back on the burner and forgot about it. Listen, Gardevoir supremacy, okay? But Mewtwo sure does like leaving me with questions, doesn't it? Like, why awaken now? Right? That's exactly what I was gonna say. Was this reacting to Mewtwo X, Mewtwo Y you have? Which leads to the question of how did you even get those? Bruh, it's called the internet, Mabel. You could get them yourself. I was just, you know, I had first dibs. What can I say? Mewtwo. I like how they literally have her say that, and it's just like, bro, there's no canonical reason I have them. Anyway, this acting director still has a pile of work awaiting her, so I'll be hanging up now. Bye. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye. Like the Smash Bros. Brawl mode? Wait, that's a Smash Brawl? I didn't know that was a mode in Brawl. Which was Brawl the GameCube or no? I can't remember which one is which. All right, now we have Mewtwo. Yeah! Woohoo! Wait. Mod? Oh. Listen. Okay? Listen. Are we listening? I hate that we can't shiny hunt this guy. It's very sad. That's all. That's all you had to listen to. That's it. You're good now. Wait, hold on. Yo, he does the thing and the thing. He does the thing and the thing. Wait, that's sick. Awesome. He like doesn't change at all with that. That's awesome. Amazing. I can show off his megas. I'll do that outside, I guess, though. See how they look in the game. Why not? I'm sure they look great. I'm gonna check out X first because I like dude, the music in here is amazing. Because I like the Y more and I want to save it for last, you know what I mean? Let's see, let's see. And we finally have music again. It was so just silent. They can be at the bottom, yes sir. In the order I want it to be as well. Amazing. All right, Mewtwo. Are you gonna float with the X? Why? You know, I feel like bro should be walking with this. I feel like bro should be walking. Stay, stay, stay. What the heck? Cause like he's in his melee form essentially. You know what I mean? He's in his form where he's supposed to be like all. There we go. Thank you for standing. Look at them feet, bro. Look at them feet, bro. Holy shit. And them arms. Why is he holding his hands like that? Whatever. He's still sick with it. All right, we're gonna have to catch this back up. We haven't been able to shiny hunt this dude for like 8 years. Let's just let's go. Has no shiny locks for anyone except. Wait, was he not shiny huntable in Sword and Shield either? And then we just need to do some stuff to I guess I could get some mega shards. I don't really need any. So I guess I'll just knock out some Pokemon in here. Oh, I forgot to say as well. Let me show it off real quick. When I was at my grandmother's, I wait, is it this? I did like 5 resets. I think I said this in my other stream. I did like 5 resets. This was after, you know, I went multiple resets in Zone 20 without any form of shiny. And then we got this guy. And then we got this guy. Which I didn't have. So, here's just the photo shoot of bro. That's the memory. Pretty awesome though, you know. It was a shiny I didn't have, so I'll take it. Somehow I did not have any in there, so I'm not mad about it. Okay, I thought so. I thought he was in there, but I wasn't sure. Because I know the only one that's like annoying to shiny hunt in the Dynamax Adventures is Suicune, right? Because you have to beat it. Because it's not shiny locked, right? But you have to go through like the not trial. Shoot, what's it called? You got to go through whatever, right, to like fully be able to do Dynamax Adventures. What word am I trying to think of right now, bro? What the heck? I mean, that's not too bad considering the fact that what, no legends are shiny huntable in Gen 9. Alright, here's why. I just think this looks so much better than X, although no, yeah, I still think it looks better. Bro's just like him, you know what I'm saying? Mewtwo just be balling in this form. I was hoping when they added these, there'd be some way to shiny hunt them. But alas, I'm not too... Yo, bro is so bright! What the heck? It's so hard to see him. He's so bright with the Mega. Oh, that's a bit better over here. Turn the camera and it's a bit better. Alright, well there's Mewtwo. I don't know entirely. Now it's actually... Wait. Okay, are we gonna call... Is that really a tail when it comes off the back of the head? Is this... I don't know if I would call that a tail. That would... You know, normally I would say that's like... hair. It doesn't look like hair, but normally I would argue that would be hair then. Mewtwo ain't got no hair though. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of just want to do Zone 20 again. We only got one shiny, which sucks. So I want to get a good shiny. I want to get a good shiny here. So let's do some zone 20 shiny hunts. I wanted to get this shiny, or this Pokemon today, I should say. And I didn't know what else to do after, and I didn't feel like switching games. You know, like doing 2 different games. Just for stream reasons of labeling stuff. So here we do this. I do, however, want to start doing once a week Hollow Knight streams, because I want to play Hollow Knight. I don't know if you guys know who CJ is, but he got like a bunch of his friends together and they did an archipelago thing that was absolutely fantastic. The video was great. How are you still aggroed on me? The video was great, and I love the Hollow Knight portions, which the archipelago stuff, unlocking items, like doing it so it's a randomizer, and then unlocking items from someone else's game just sounds so, like, this sounds awesome. Because you're relying on someone else to do stuff. So you got like a bunch of checks and stuff that you got to do. And you can get like soft locked or just locked behind in the game because you're waiting on someone else to do something. It can make for some funny moments, but it just seems so fun. I would love to be able to try to do something like that. I would just have to find what game, figure out how it's done, and then someone to do it. That's part of the reason I would want to try Hollow Knight, because it seems like a really fun game to randomize and just do that normally by itself anyways. And then, of course, eventually play Silk Song, but... I don't know when exactly, but we'll be opening a pack sometime soon as well. I might wait till the hour mark. Hopefully, since, you know, we've been gone for a little bit. Last stream Sunday, you know, they give us, you know, the pack legends decide throw in a little something for us, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little something. It'd be amazing. I'd be very, very happy. Also, Hordo, were you getting... You said you were getting this game for Christmas, correct? Or no? So I was going to say you're getting close. I cannot remember what you said. I know eventually you said you'd get it, but I cannot remember. Yes, you're getting so close. It's okay. Okay, I was literally in the menu. And you know, like, all the story already, correct? So you're just going to breeze on through. Just like casually breeze on through. Get to where you want to get. I know you love collecting stuff and finishing the Pokedex, so that's going to be your main thing, I imagine. Which I still got to start another save eventually to get the... If I really want the Living Deck stuff. Which I made sure... I can't show. I made sure that I didn't throw away my Spoopa. Because I reorganized my boxes... when I was with my cousin. Wait a second. Well, now I'm confused. Has that said Freerin 5 to 11 this whole time? Are you still here, Ostwin? I swore it said Ostwin earlier. Wait a second, you just changed your name. Or is that someone else? How did that happen? I love Freerin. Freerin's epic. What I need to do... Huh? What? It changed mid-chat. Did you do anything? Okay. I was confused. I was confuddled. One could say. I'm gonna keep Charizard. Actually, I'm gonna keep Garchomp like I was doing. And then get my shinies back. My goats. Fair enough. Now, I need to think of a new... Oh, day-night change. I didn't see that. I need to think of a new... I wasn't paying attention to the top. A new Steam name. Fart Smell is getting old, man. Nah, you're good. You're good. I understand. Dude, wait. No. No. It makes me so sad when we get evolutions and there's no shiny. Those are just the ones I want the most that are Shalfas that go underneath there. That or Dragonite, because I really want a shiny Dragonite. Because, bro, look... Dude, the Mega looks sick. You better get that chestnut. I only got 2 weeks. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I mean, it's gonna come back in the next season, assumably. Because they've brought every single one back every other time. Right? I might do it after work sometime. Before stream. Or just start stream early and do it. Who knows? Grind out some ranked. The thing that sucked is I just, like, un-EV'd some Pokemon to, like, correctly EV train them. So they're not really set up for... They're kind of set up for failure. They're not set up for success. That's the only thing. I can't wait to get the Baxcalibur right, bro. That's gonna be so sick. Wait, we have a week. A week from now, the DLC comes out, I just realized. Right? It's the 10th, or am I tripping? Is it later than the 10th? It's the 10th, right? How are you still aggroed on me, bro? Them suckers go far. The 10th? Okay, yeah. Dude, I'm excited for that. New Pokemon to shiny hunt. I really hope they just haven't told us or shown us, and there's gonna be a way for us to shiny hunt. And that could have been a Shalfa. Could have been a Shalfa Gardevoir, but no. Game hates me. Because, like, they're giving us another food thing. Obviously, the donuts are for, at least from what I could tell, you know, to give us the extra levels. So, my hope is that there's one that gives us extra levels and then a shiny boost chance. Or, like, you know, encounter rate boost. You know, something like that. Like it would have been in, what's it called? Scarlet and Violet type beat with the sandwiches. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, they won't release all the information in the trailers, so maybe, you know, it just wasn't seen, but I kind of have my doubts. I don't think they will do that, unfortunately. It would just be nice to do something else other than, like, shiny hunt stuff, but there's not really an easy way to respawn anything anyways, other than knocking them out and waiting. Which would take a while, so who knows, man. 2 evolutions, no shinies, once again. How far away is the tower? Because I need to get 50 meters in. How far are you? Why can't I see the thing? What? 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 Oh, why does it show... Wait, why does it show at the top? What the heck? That's unfair. I just wanted to see, like, right... There we go. That's better. Is it really? Oh my goodness. I guess I gotta do it in front of it. It still goes to the top? Okay. That's a bit closer. That sucks. I just wanted to see directly underneath the tower how far it was. Okay, so yeah, I don't spawn in those. I'm about to say, I knew I had to walk closer. I just wasn't sure what all I'm actually spawning in when I run. Glaceon is on the rise again because of Zygarde, and I knew it would. When I saw Zygarde was legal, I was like, oh goodness. It is a demon. It's gonna be one-shotting some Zygarde. I also saw, what mon was it? Oh, it wasn't Glaceon. What mon was it? I'm trying to remember what it was right now, but I can't. It wasn't the Beedrill. I saw... Right, I don't think it was the Beedrill that I saw. I saw someone rocking Mega Beedrill, which can be pretty good for the most part, especially against, like, you know, the poison moves against Xerneas, and a few other mons that are just common that people run. It's just the only thing about it is it's incredibly frail, obviously. I don't think it was Skarmory, no. Luma, hello. Hello. How are we? I kind of have a headache right now, low-key, but, like, it's chill. I think I just haven't drank enough water. I'm not able to drink water in the area where I work most of the time. Where, well, I have to be most of the time, I guess I should say. Well, I am. Okay, that's... I am. It's just hard to access to a degree. In a bit of sour mood right now? R.I.P. I'm sorry to hear that. You should eat something sweet, and then you'll balance yourself out. You know what I mean? That's how that works, right? You know me, always looking out for my homies. You know me. Well, hopefully tomorrow / tonight can get better for you. I don't know if you know, you can always vent to a degree if you want. I'm always open for some venting, but obviously personal stuff you don't want to talk about, that's chill. But hey, we're here. I got Mewtwo. You missed the Mewtwo. You didn't miss the Mewtwo, but you haven't missed the shiny yet, because of course. I know I talked about it in the last stream, but you know, I showed off my Garb border that I got, I should say, at my grandma's house, while I was ignoring Furin 5211, aka my cousin, and releasing Pokemon. And oh, Hordo, I was gonna show you know, you might get mad at me because there's probably something that's slightly wrong. These are all my extras. I went through, and I know for form-wise, I'll have to shift some Pokemon, but I did it. Look, I did it. I did it. I'm not counting Mega Slots right now. If I want to, I'll eventually add them, but I did it. I gotta evolve, obviously, like these guys, and these guys, and these guys, but I did it. Are you proud of me, Hordo? Nice. I almost did it off stream, but I'm like, you know what? It gives something else to do as well on stream, so why not? Tech problems with your DS? Have you tried throwing it against a wall? I heard that helps. I gotta check. Well, listen, it's gonna be slightly wrong. The Bagon is not in the right spot. I just kind of threw him in. He's gonna be around that area. I was just like, I am not counting like 80 slots. It's gonna be about here. So that's gonna be about where he was. I think Sunday would be cool to get back in Pokemon like I was when I was a kid, but I just despise playing the Switch for some reason, and this is so sad. I mean, you could always play old games. Do you like roguelikes? Perchance? Is that 2 Alpha Gardevoirs and neither is shiny? What the heck? Treat DS with respect and give it warm food. I don't know if... What if you put it in a soup? Because then you're treating it with respect and giving it warm food. Do you think that would help? DS soup? What do we think? Unique flavor, to say the least. It checks out. Yeah, well, the Bagon, I think, is definitely in the wrong slot. Unless I somehow got lucky. I just kind of counted enough and then was like, it's like somewhere over here. It's like somewhere over here. Put it in rice. Dude, but are you gonna cook the rice first or not? You know, because you know, you don't want to have it, you know, eat raw rice. That'd just be rough. I don't think that tastes good. Be super starchy and, you know, like bad. If you want to treat it with respect, you gotta give it cooked rice, you know? Maybe a little egg on the top, you know? A little rice and egg. Dude, I could go for a rice and egg right now. Ah, dude, I gotta remember. I guess I'll just eat at work tomorrow. But man, I thought maybe they got some food there, right? They got some food there. I was like, oh shit, this is probably gonna be like pretty chill pricing and stuff. Man, it's like gas station food pricing. Like expensive. You know, not that cheap. And I'm just like, damn, okay, well, I'll start packing my lunches. I thought maybe it was like gonna be a little cheaper and stuff, but no, I got like a sandwich and a Gatorade, and it was like $9. And I was like, damn. If I bulk bought this would be like $4 at most. So that's the only downfall there, but stepping away. I thought that said sleeping away for a second, and I was like, I don't know I don't know if that makes sense. This makes so much more sense. True. Dude, there's so much stuff in Pokerogue. They've added a lot. I don't think it's at its peak where it used to be. I feel like it's not as good as back in the golden days. But obviously, I mean, you know, for someone who's never actually like played it, it's probably a bit more welcoming and rewarding. You probably have to grind a little less. But I do miss the glory days. I really do. Get a shrimp to fry that rice. Well, what if you have a DSI and then you draw a shrimp frying rice and then you put it in a pan with the rice and the egg and whatever else you want in your fried rice? Would the shrimp fry that rice? That's the question I have. Another Shalford Gardevoir that's not shiny. Tragic. You mean a chicken fried this rice? Dude. Dude. I would probably prefer... I don't know what fried rice I prefer. I feel like normally I just get like fried rice with beef. You mean a cow fried this rice? Fried... Yep, you heard that. You heard it here first. Rife. Whatever the hell that means. Couldn't tell you what the hell rife is, but... a cow fried it, that's for damn sure. Rife. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna take out, let's, my brain is hurting too much right now, I can't. I just want to say, I mean, my homies, we go out for Rife on the weekends, but I couldn't get it out. I couldn't speak. I genuinely don't know why my head's hurting so much right now. Well, okay, I say that. I also am around something that, while I'm at work, I feel like makes my head hurt. So a lot of noise, and then it's like some thing that's like gasoline. And I'm just like, damn, this shit is not cool. So I can't wait to actually get in the engineering section where I won't be around that all day. Drink. I only have a wild berry poppy. That is all I have, at least currently. Also, I gotta figure out, there's supposed to be like a December shutdown, but then it seems like people work, but I don't know if it's voluntary. If it's voluntary, bro, I'm not trying to work, bro. Like it's a shutdown. I was told we were shutting down, not working. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe like a few days, but I'm trying to not be there. That was part of the appeal of the job, is that there wouldn't be any work during these times, and it was like a free time off. But we shall see. I gotta talk to put your hand in factory machinery. I could do that. I wouldn't lose a limb though, I don't think. The machinery ain't like too crazy like that, I don't think. It's more like smaller scale robotics. At least where I am. I could I could jump into molten magnesium or something if I really wanted to. They're gonna be getting rid of that here soon, so I could do it to do it. To say that I have the experience of jumping into molten magnesium. Because where else am I gonna get that experience? That's some pretty valid experience to get. I could probably get any job by saying, yo, I jumped into the magnesium that was molten at my old job. What do you think about that? How do you feel? I feel like that makes me qualified for this position. And they'd be like, holy shit. Wait a second. You're so right. And then it'll make $1 million. Alright, if we don't get a shiny in the next 5, I'm opening a pack. It's time. It'd be it would be a really good thing to put on your resume. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like people would appreciate that. That they know I appreciate work safety. You know, I appreciate work, and I appreciate, you know what I mean? They just see that I appreciate things. Like molten magnesium. Number 2, no shiny. Shows that you're on the... Exactly. It's like, dude, even though there's a bunch of signs that say, you know, be careful, don't go in here, blah, 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 blah. That's just to deter you, you know, to see how truly, like, you know, on the grind you are. Like, how dedicated are you to do this? You know? And that just shows how dedicated I would be if I went through and did it. You know what I mean? If I went through and jumped in there, it just... I can't do it too early though, you know what I mean? I gotta slow play just a little bit, you know? Like, of course the grind set would be chill to go off, you know, off rip, but also I gotta show them that I'm dedicated, and then show them even more just how dedicated I am by jumping into the molten magnesium. I should also throw a bunch of water in there while I jump in there. What do we think? What do we think? Give it a couple weeks. Exactly. Do you guys know what happens when molten magnesium and water mix? It's really awesome. It'd be like an early 4th of July. Which, like, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want some fireworks? You know what I'm saying? Throw in some copper or, you know, other stuff to give it some color. It'd be kind of awesome. I think this is about to be number 5. I actually lost count. You know what happens when I mix with irritation? You look at a picture of AZ and then you stim out and drop your pants. What do we think? Yes, no? I feel like that's pretty reasonable. I feel like that's like a reasonable guess on my end. Alright, there's no shiny here. It's pack opening time. Okay, hey, no, hey, I try my best. I try my best. What can I say? What can I say? Even if my brain is completely fried right now. I got it, dude. I just can't start falling asleep after work. Although, to be fair, to a degree, as long as I get enough sleep, it's fine. You know what I mean? Although I feel like I'm having an ear issue because of work. So that's not chill. But it also could just be the season. What were you gonna say, Luma? I must know. What were you gonna say? Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Okay. Let's do this. Are these hollow? These all hollow? Whoops, I just bent the fuck out of that. Wow, I opened a lot of packs last time, huh? I opened quite the bit of packs, didn't I? It was a celebration, one could say. Well, I don't know. Well, okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, okay. Alright, hold on. I gotta put some cards up real quick. And then I should technically keep this out, because you know we're gonna have even more. Here's all my... I gotta go to my local game store and figure out how much money of store credit they'll give me for all this, you know, random stuff. Alright. We only have one... We only have one prismatic. I want to open up one phantasmal, one destined rivals. Do I save the prismatic? I'm gonna open up the journey together. We're gonna save the prismatic. I don't feel... The prismatic is the weekend, I feel. You know, I'm not feeling it today. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling it today. However, I'm closing my eyes. Although I kind of know exactly which one's on top right now, I want to say. Okay, I lost track now in my head. Maybe? Okay, I'm gonna guess the order. My eyes are closed. Okay, I think Destin Rivals is on top, then Journey Together, then Phantasmal. Okay. Okay. I had the Phantasmal and the Journey Together flip, but it's okay. We're gonna end with Journey Together. Let's chill. It's nighttime, guys. Hopefully nothing aggro's on me. I think I'm in the zone. It's okay if I die. It'll give me a you know, a taste of reality. I'm not in the zone. There's a large Squirtle in front of me. Here we go. Bramblin. Wait, why is the light kind of... I feel like the light's kind of funky today. Can you, there we go. Absol. Oddish. I just... Seal. Arcalodon. Can you... Thank you. Low Kicks. Gliscor. Absol Reverse Hollow. Reverse Hollow Creamy, and I think it's a normal hollow. Yep. Dude, the amount of times we've gotten this Genesect, bro, insane. Bro loves me. Which, fair, Genesect is cool, but like, bro, go hit on someone else, bro. I'm done with you. How many times I gotta say it? How many times I gotta give him a hint? Like, what the hell's wrong with you, bro? Alright. Here's Ethan's Ho-Oh. Ethan's Ho-Oh coming in. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on. Camera wants to focus. The camera will focus. See? It focused for a second. Carbink. Squovit. Relor. I hate that art. Houndoom. Energy Recycler. Dude, look at this Metacham art. Wait, you guys say Metacham or Metacam? I say I'm a Metacham person. That's actually super awesome, cool art if it would focus again. Yanma Reverse Hollow. Metacham. Like me, right? Right? Reverse Hollow Ogerpon. And... Damn it. Although it is mommy's Roserade, but also I don't know, I heard somebody say Metacam, and I feel like that was a British person, so it'd be like Kaiser, which RIP Kaiser, bro. I don't know where bro is. I miss bro. He got school and stuff, probably. But I wanted to talk about Dokkan with him. So sad. Alright, Journey Together. What are we gonna get, guys? RIP Kaiser, dude. So sad. It's been like 2 weeks damn near at this point. Alolan Geodude. Lotad. Sentret. And it stopped. Sentret. Look at the Sentret eat. Focus on the Sentret eating. Whatever. Bro's too big. Ainzorwa. Caparajah. Bro is literally just too big. In's Castle. The actual go to Gen 5. Oikoloin. Reverse Hollow Kling Klang. Reverse Hollow Kecleon. And... I mean, it's a hit. It is a hit. Is this even a good card? Discard a Pokemon tool and a special energy from one of your... I mean, that's like not bad, I don't think. It's like a cool art. But who is... who is, bro? Like, he posted up like everybody know him too, you know what I mean? He's posted up like everybody know who he is. He's like, yeah, you know, it's me, I'm here, what's going on, what's good? And then it's like, bro, who are you? Who are you, bro? Alright, I can't end on a ruffian hit. Hold on. Let me sleeve him up real quick. Bro's going in the box. Never to be seen again. This is one that's gonna go in my binder most likely, but not because it's a hit, because it's not a, you know, because it's a cheap one. You know what I mean? I think I'd rather keep all the cheap hits and like my binder, and then all the expensive hits and top loaders. But for now, they all go in here. I'll eventually go through them. Or just cards I really like. I don't know. I kind of want to get a binder. There are binders that you can put top loader cards in, so that way they don't bend and stuff. I would love to get one of those for my hits, so that way I have my cool binder. And any cards I do like, because there are cards that like are cheap that I just like more. You know what I mean? I'm almost out of Phantasmal, bro. This is a tragedy. I just want the Charizard. Is it too much to ask for the Charizard? I just want the Charizard. Come on. Murkrow. It did it for a second. Dang it. Gligar. Zig. Oh, look at this Zigzagoon. Great Goonin. Mischievous. Bronzong. Grimsley. Grimsley. I still don't remember who this is, but I know he baller as hell. Shit. Paldean Tauros. Sandile, my goat. Reverse Hollow Dugong. Reverse. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is a reverse hollow, by the way, but you can't fucking tell over the camera. This is so sad. Yeah. So here's our hit of the night. Beautiful, man. What a card. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, but who is, bro? You know who is, bro? Tragic. Also, I gotta put this up real quick. When I and turn off the light, that's gonna hurt my eyes. When I got back from visiting my family, I forgot to plug my Switch back in. That's why I started a bit later than 6, even though I said I was gonna start at 6 at the latest. And somehow, I can probably show it off. Somehow, let's see what they're on right now. Yeah, they're still full. My Switch was dead. My Joy-Cons, dude, full battery, bro. They're just built different. I don't know how. All right, so since we got a bad hit, that means we're gonna get a shiny, right? That means we're gonna get a quick little shiny, right? Since we got a semi-bad hit, it means shiny time. Yes. Yo, let's go, Luma. That's what I'm talking about. We love that. Dude, I was also having a form of DS issues when I was checking stuff one time. Little did I know, I forgot you have to turn the system off to switch like DS games. And they just wouldn't load. I'm like, okay, so my games are fucked? No, you just have to turn the system off. At least like the one that I was using. I think maybe not on the DSi, but the like, not the OG brick, but the DS Lite. I was like, huh, okay, I do not remember this. Manifesting. Hey, I'm still waiting on that shiny. That's crazy. Okay, well, hey. Well, there's one of them. There's one thing. I mean, it's a mega. It's a mega. Bro's Super Saiyan, bro. He's got the golden hair and everything. And I don't have the shiny, so I can't complain. I gave you that shiny Garbodor? Okay, well, you know, to be fair, I guess technically you did. That did come later. That did come later, but also, come on, man. What do you mean? What are you doing? All right, where's this supposed to go? Hold on. Hold on. After what Pokemon? Literally, the fact that it was like 5 more just irked me, dude. I was just like, come on, man. Oh, this is somewhere in box. What'll that be? What'll that be? Box 6. It's like right here-ish. It did come a bit late. You're not wrong about that. Dude, is that Garchomp shiny as well? Or did we just get 2? No, we just got 2 shiny Garchomps. That'd been awesome. Hey, like I said, it's a shiny I don't have. We're probably gonna get way more of them, unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately, as we, you know, continue to shiny hunt in this area. But we got Super Saiyan Malamar, bro. I'll take that. But yeah, what I was talking about with the DS Lite is, I don't know if the DSi, if you, I feel like with the DSi you didn't have to turn off your system to switch your games. But I could be wrong. But with the DS Lite, I had to, you know, do a refresher, and I was like, wow, I'm so sad that this is messed up. I had to do a refresher, and you have to actually, you know, turn off the system and everything to put a game in and stuff, and I was so confused about that, because I swore when I was younger I didn't have to do that, but I only remember I have to do that with the Game Boy Advance, obviously. But that's just like, that's like a fake Mandela effect, you know what I mean? Like, that's not actually how it worked, obviously, but that's like my own little Mandela effect that I was just like, no, I swear it works this way, and it didn't actually, you know? I remembered it happening one way, and it didn't. Look at that. That freaking Malamar stole our Shalfa Gardevoir potential. You did not have to? I don't know, man. I looked up a video. Where it said I had to. I feel like are we both gaslighting ourselves? Or have you checked this yourself with your current DS? Maybe mine was just funky. Oh no, that's the DSi. That's the DSi. I'm stupid. I'm my brain. I'm the ultimate forgetter. What can I say? At least I caught myself, you know? I never had to do that. Okay, yeah. No, that's... I thought... And that makes sense, because I had a DS Lite first. And then whenever the DSi came out, I want to say my grandpa bought me one. And, you know, I was able to get the DSi. Was that with Gen 5 or just in the same time frame? I want to say that was around Gen 5. I remember taking pictures on that thing. Although I don't have, like, I might have one of the original. If I have one of the original pictures, bro, that shit was good. I don't think I do. I used to have like long hair. So like, okay, in the 3rd grade, okay, before I knew who Justin Bieber was, I had the Justin Bieber style hair, okay, and I'd always get upset to a degree, not like actually upset. But I'd always get upset because people would say I got Justin Bieber hair, and I'm like, bruh, I don't even know who the fuck that is. You know, I wouldn't actually say that. I didn't cuss as a kid. I was a goody two-shoes to a degree. But I know for a fact I had a picture of me, you know, kind of head cockeyed, got the Justin Bieber hair, throwing up the peace sign, bro. Throwing up the peace sign, you know. Like a goofy ass, however old I was. Gen 5? Yeah. I'm pretty sure Gen 5 and the DSi came out around the same time. Yeah, I was gonna say. My cousin can attest to this. He saw it himself, even though he was like very young. Did you see yourself at the time? Or maybe just pictures? I can't remember how old you were in comparison to when I had that, because I can't remember how old I was. Guys, I spun him around once when he was a kid, and I accidentally let go, and then I threw him into the couch, and he hit his head, and I got in trouble. I was just trying to play games, you know? I was trying to... I like a single memory. Nice. Not cool. Bro doesn't even remember it, you know what I mean? Bro don't even remember it. He was like 4 or 5, you know? Oh, that reminds me. The amount of times people have unironically said 6 or 7, you know, at work. and I've just had like a smirk that I try to keep under control, because I'm just, you know, my mind is to, you know, my mind defaults to brain rot cringe, and then I'm just like, oh shit, I can't do anything about that, dude. Oh, I remember the Perry the Platypus hat. Yes, sir. I still got that, I think. That or I threw it away. I don't remember. I don't want it, so I might have thrown it away. But trust me, I remember the Perry the Platypus hat. I was posing up with that thing like that was sick as fuck. Which, I mean, Perry the Platypus, he's sick as fuck, but like... unimaginable drip. Yeah, dude, kids today could never fathom the Perry the Platypus hat. Bro, kids today do not know what swag is. They don't got the Perry the Platypus hat. Dude, I can't even remember. I think I was like... I might have been like 12 when I threw bro against the couch. I was just building up character, you know what I mean? Making him have a little oomph. Giving them some life lessons. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's something in our terminology that uses like 6, 7, because it's pretty general approximate pair of numbers. Leads to a lot of people saying it consider it. Dude, that's literally one of them was, it was just about, you know, the days of the week. And it's like, yeah, it's we get like 6 or 7 days out of the week. And it was like I was sitting in on like a manager meeting, and the smirk that I had to control was just, because I'll never have to go to those manager meetings because it only happens during first shift. And for the most part, it's going to be my boss that goes to those. But the supervisor that I'm, like, shadowing currently, went to it because my supervisor was, you know, busy. And, you know, me and him were just chilling there. Which I met a super cool guy named Jalen. And he lives where I used to commute to work. But he was in the same position where I was in, of I couldn't find a job. So he just took like the first thing he was able to get. So, which he likes the place, so he doesn't really, like, you know, he lives like 10 minutes closer than where I had to drive. So it's not as bad for him, but it definitely probably can still be pretty not fun, obviously. But he likes the place. It's a good place, you know, there's a lot of good people. And there's a lot of good opportunity there. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. But, I met him there, and he's shown me around the place a bit while I was... Because literally, I've just had people tell me, they're like, dude, just like walk around and do whatever, like, it's fine. And I'm just like, yeah, but also, I don't want to just... I'm supposed to be a bit more hands-on, even though I don't have as much experience. So it makes me feel bad, but it was only the 3rd day and stuff, but super cool guy. Eventually, we're hoping to both be in the engineering department, so I should be working with him, which would be fun. He's got a nice car, too. I think I saw him when I was leaving, but I wasn't sure if it was him. And I didn't want to interrupt him on his... I didn't want to walk up to a random car, it not be him. I could have just, you know, walked up to him and said, oh, nice car. But I also didn't want to interrupt someone on their lunch break, because it seemed like someone was just chilling on their lunch break, you know? Last thing I want to do is walk up to someone's car I don't know and just stand outside their window and be like, oh, nice car. We've never met each other before. I mean, it'd probably be pretty chill since we're at work, but... Please stop that. I just want to run. Guys, did you know Vaporeon can use the move Acid Armor? And that's as far as I'll go into the copy pasta. I'm gonna have to take some medicine before I fall asleep. What's wrong, Luma? What happened? Why don't you make a copy pasta about AZ? You know what I mean? I feel like you could, you know, make a copy pasta about AZ and get it like spread. You know, maybe it would have to be one of the other people that, you know, is in your lineup, but I make them all the time in my head. You gotta write them down, bro. You gotta write them down. You gotta write them down. Let the world hear, bro. You gotta let the world hear. Don't be afraid. Constantly, then you can constantly say them to your friends. And imagine how happy they would be about that. And my OBS chat is 100% dying once again. I think I just gotta like redo the like stream chat stuff. Because I have different, I think part of it is I have different scenes. And I think it like references every single scene for the chat, even though it shouldn't. It should only reference the current scene, but hey, you know. The world cannot know. The world needs to know. You're just limiting yourself. I'm sure they'd be so happy. Yeah, I mean, listen, what are friends for if not for sharing, you know? And sharing is caring. And due to that, I'm gonna get a shiny right here. Okay, that's not a shiny. Imagine the Shalfa Metagross that I could finally use in online. Listen, if your friends don't support you, who is? Okay? Did I really scare the Gardevoir? Do I smell that bad? Which, mentioning that, I gotta take a shower before I go to bed. I think. I don't know if I'm gonna... My sleep schedule's all messed up right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take one in the morning. Even though I hate that. But also, I need as much sleep as I'll be able to get since I'll be streaming. It's harder for me to wake up than it is to go to bed. After a warm shower, it's so easy. I might do both, though. I might just freshen up in the morning. I used to be a person who took night and morning showers. But that's a lot of water. You know what I mean? And the hair doesn't like that. Obviously, I wouldn't shampoo my hair both times, but even so then. Yeah, what can I say? I shower. What can I say? I know. Dude, imagine the world if I didn't shower. It'd be like a utopia society, but I do. You know, and that's my fault. Everything that's wrong in the world, it's because I shower. And that's on me, but I'm sorry, I have to. It's just one of those things, you know? I'm the gamer who makes a difference, okay? Be the gamer who makes the difference. Dude, imagine they're like that gets so bad in the future they actually have like ads for showering. Cause you know, there's I'm not, I don't want to hate on anyone, but hygiene is important, right? Obviously. And I've known many people in my life who just don't like to shower for whatever reason. But imagine it's so bad in the future because, I don't know, people stay home too much or whatever, that they actually have, ads for showers on, like, YouTube and shit. It's like, make sure you shower. And, like, that's the whole ad. They do, like, a trial thing to show how to shower. I low-key could see that being a thing to a degree. I don't know how kids are nowadays. Who knows, really? If they got their hygiene in check. I know they're glued to devices, iPads and shit, so who knows, Who needs to take a shower when you can watch Cocomelon on your iPad, I don't know how old Cocomelon goes up to. I just kind of said it because, like, I know that's like a kid thing. Because I've heard, my mom babysits, obviously, you know, I've talked about that before. And I've heard, like, some of the, you know, kids talk about that before. And I'm just like, what the fuck is cocoa melon? Why would you want a chocolatey melon? That just sounds terrible. Who the fuck wants a watermelon and chocolate? Although probably is kind of good. Wait a second. I'm kind of stepping back now. Wait a second. Is there anything that's like chocolate watermelon? Am I on to something right now? Or am I on to nothing? Let me tell you, these people do not shower. R.I.P. bro. R.I.P. bro. And what do you do even for incentive? Be like, yo, I'll give you some Robux. Even though hopefully that shit gets shut down to a degree. Me and my cousin were actually talking about, me and my cousins, I should say. The one in chat right now and one that came in. If you remember when I was doing the Zygarde fight, someone came in and said, try harder. That was my other cousin, and I didn't know that was his YouTube. But we were talking about, like, how fucking bad Roblox is for kids, honestly. For, you know, like, more or less just their safety that can go wrong. And the days of Omegle. That shit was crazy. You spray them with whatever you can nowadays. Bro, they're gonna make, they have, what's it called? The sprayable, shampoo and stuff, you know? Which they, who knows? I mean, you know, obviously it'd be an evolved form of deodorant. But you have to, like, wipe it off, obviously, right? I would imagine you have to wipe it off. But it'd be like a soap spray that isn't, like, too wet, but then you wipe it off or something. I don't know. Extreme deodorant. They already make deodorant for more than just your pits. I know that. I do know this. I've seen many commercials for Old Spice and stuff that do that. Roblox, and I was never like a really big Roblox kid. I played a bunch of other like knockoff games, you know what I mean? I went on Roblox many times, but I feel like I got to a computer and knew what Roblox was when I was just way older. Because I'd go on, like, you know, the Dragon Ball Z knockoff Roblox stuff. And, like, some parkour stuff. But if I want to do anything, I was mainly on Minecraft, bro. Minecraft, Sky Games, or Sky, whatever the hell, Demon, bro. Hunger Games, and... Dude, what was it? Sky Wars? I think Sky Wars? Dude, I was a Sky Wars demon. Although I had terrible internet at the time, so it always lagged. Honestly, that's low-key a great idea. As long as, like, because nowadays people will sue you for anything. But, like, low-key a smart idea, you know what I mean? Like, bro, if you don't want to get sprayed, don't smell. It's simple as that. Unless, you know, there are people who, like, genuinely have medical issues. But, like, minus those people. You know what I mean? If it's by choice and not by a cause, that whole bottle is being used, brother. That whole bottle is being sprayed. I need that smell gone from my nostrils. We gotta sit here for an hour like you're on a train or something. We gotta sit here for an hour. Brother, I am not smelling that. Nobody here wants to smell your 2-week-old freaking shirt and socks. Man, I feel like we've gotten, like, at just as bad a rate of shinies as I did when I didn't have the shiny charm in this place. Zone 20 genuinely hates me. Because when we didn't have the shiny charm, I got one shiny Gardevoir. And now we've had multiple streams where I shiny hunt here. And I've only gotten 2 shinies. One wasn't on stream. It was, you know, over Thanksgiving. And then literally as Luma said, here's a shiny. I got a shiny earlier. Super Saiyan Malamar. I didn't realize the colors were like that. I love calling it Super Saiyan Malamar. That's so awesome. Yeah, can't spray things nowadays because of allergies and skin issues. Yeah, which that's like a whole other thing of, you know, people talk about are we more sensitive to stuff because we're able to diagnose stuff better, or is it, you know, stuff we eat? That's like a whole conversation of like, is it because, you know, more people eat fast food, processed food, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you know, who really knows? Because not a lot of this stuff may have been as known back in the day, you know? Just in, Shiny Charm is fake. Listen, it's real. Watch this. Shalfa in the middle right now. Watch this. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna jump off a bridge in Minecraft. Because you can't jump off a bridge in this game for some reason. Wait. Wait, what if I kind of just thought it would probably perform horrifically bad. But I kind of want to, I gotta make more shorts. I'm just getting into, I think I'm gonna try to do, I don't know who's all seen, but they revealed a new mega for the game, and I want to do a short on my take of it. The only thing I'll say is it's a Pokemon that already has a mega, and it's the same fucking type as the other mega, and that pisses me off, bro. That literally pisses me off so bad. Because it's like, okay, why make another mega if it's gonna be the same type? Like, literally, what's the point? What is the point? Yeah, it is. Gotta go because I gotta work on this super project. Hey, no problem. Thank you. Have a good one. Hopefully, I'll see you around a bit more. You know, I know you talk about. I know you're busy, but it's nice having you around. Good luck. Good luck on the project, sir. Have a good one, soldier. You'll get through it. Yeah, it's the same shit, man. It's so stupid. Unless I saw wrong, I'll double check the Pokemon website. Assuming they have it there. But Bulbapedia should have the information if it's out. But same thing with the one that was released before this one. It's the same exact type as its original typing, which is cringe. Everybody thought it was going to have an added dark type to it because of the color scheme. And no, which it should have. The Pokemon company just be laughing in our faces, bro. Guys, we haven't gotten a sit, which obviously I'm not too surprised. I was surprised we got somebody on PokeRogue last time. But we haven't gotten a single, not even bot chat on Twitch today, which is kind of crazy for an hour and a half almost. It's kind of like a monumental moment. Also, I don't know why, I just realized, even if I went to bed by 9, which I think I'm gonna go to bed by 10-ish. Oh, that's why. Okay, I was thinking of going to bed by 10. I'm only gonna get like 5 hours of sleep, but it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. I've been getting in. So today I got in 15 minutes early, and then I left like 10 minutes later. So I've been doing like an extra 25 minutes. Because, I don't know. I probably don't need to, but I just have been. I say have been. It's literally only been the... today was the 3rd day, but... I'd love to be, like, very strict about my time, so that way I have more time. I might try to make a lunch, though. I don't know. I may just go to Taco Bell tomorrow, although... My supervisor wants to go out to lunch, or my boss. I don't know if he's considered my supervisor or what. Who knows? But he wants to go out to lunch Friday is the plan, so... I'm not going to be eating Friday, or I might eat breakfast before I go in on the way, you know, heat up a little... I got some breakfast sandwiches that I used to bring to my old job. You know, heat it up, eat it in the car type beat, you know? Look at the difference in the beans! One's so small and one's big. I'm not seeing typing, but I supposedly is supposed to be more defensive and quick. So you're telling me it's thick and fast? Okay, okay. And I assumed it would have different stats, but still, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Hey, I appreciate that, Luma. That's why I've been sleeping after work and hadn't streamed Monday. But you know, once I get into the things, you know, I would love. I just gotta. It's a, you know, I gotta get used to this sleep schedule for 3 more weeks, essentially 3 more weeks in a few days, and then I'm gonna be going back to what should be better for me, what I'm more used to in life, at least. I'll be able to start waking up at like 5, stream by 6, go to like 8:30, basically like today's stream, but then I'd go to work, which I think I'll like that better. We'll see how it goes. Eventually, I'll be back on first shift. It's gonna take a while. I've definitely eaten less, though, than I used to. Which is funny, because now I'm standing all day, and I used to be sitting all day. But that's not a bad thing. I'm A-okay with that. Welcome to the party, yes sir. That's how I used to be, man. I used to only eat like once a day, and I was chill. Because, like, I'm not even, like, too hungry, but I'm probably just gonna, like, have, like, we got some bread. Oh, actually, did my mom use that up for all the garlic bread last night? I was gonna have like an egg sandwich with like the bread we got, but I think my mom used that up. I might just like make an egg and then put some chili oil on it. Oh, what I really kind of want is some rice, but that's gonna take a little bit. I could grab out the rice cooker, dude. A rice, egg, and some chili. Although, if I'm about to go to sleep, that's the only thing, is I don't really want to lay down with food, because then I'll get some acid reflux and it'll be bad. All right, am I only gonna get one shiny today, man? Is that's all that's gonna happen? We got 30 minutes left at least. But, like, holy moly. Zone 20 is actually just crazy. Like, not even a starter shiny at this point. Like, no Shalfa under the tower. Which, eventually, I do want to set up the 6 alphas under the tower exploit, because it should still work from what I understand. Because they've had multiple patches, and they're just not patching it out. So, because that's what I did for Chespin. So, that's the plan. Eventually. I just haven't done it. That will make... should... I won't say will. It should make our shinies faster. So that'll be nice. It's super cool. And I mean, it's like, it's not really a glitch. Like, it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? I would call it more an exploit than a glitch. And I'm totally chill with that. For the rate I'm getting shinies, I'm not using... Because some people do it, and then they have the, like, the macro controller. Which I'm just not a big... I don't find the appeal in the macro controller. Because, like, you're just going to get all the shinies fast by not playing the game. I mean, if you want to use the shiny in the area and you don't want to sit there for forever, sure. Like, you know, whatever. And I'm not going to hate on anyone for doing that. I just don't personally see the appeal of having your controller stay overnight. And then you get... Because you can only load in 10 shinies anyways. You know? And just getting 10 shinies... just overnight, buy it, just AFK, and to me that's just not what I want to do. And I also don't have a controller to do that, but I know they're not too expensive. I saw somebody, there's one that you can like plug into your Switch that's only like 30 bucks tops. But also, I mean, shit, that's, the way it's going at work, that's 3 days of lunch right there. That's 3 days of lunch right there, you know? Today I had, which I thought it was going to be something different. So the first day I had Taco Bell, which for the amount of food compared to the price is definitely better than what work offers me. So I got the $9 Discovery Lux box. Dude, if you like Taco Bell and you haven't tried the poblano steak thing they got, it is fucking amazing. It is one of the best things Taco Bell has ever made. And then of course the side of nacho fries, even though that was a lot of food, but it's okay. And then yesterday I had a soft pretzel filled with cheese, which wasn't bad, but that was way more expensive than it should have been. Way more expensive than it should have been. It tasted pretty good though. It was like a $5, $6 pretzel. And then, unless the Celsius was a lot of money, but it was like $9, and I was like, damn, dude. Why? I figured this pretzel would be like $3, $4. What the heck? And then today I had a cold cut combo on like pita bread, which was amazing. I love pita bread. And it was bologna, which I'm not the biggest fan of bologna, but I'll eat it. Which I didn't read it at first. I hear cold cut combo and I think like ham, salami, pepperoni, you know, but it was bologna, salami, and ham. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I put some mustard on that thing because it didn't have any mayo. You know me. Hey, you know me, my glizzy dogs. Wait, what? Me and my mayo glizzies, you know what I'm saying? I'd be putting mayo on it if I could have, but I do like mustard as well anyways. Listen, I'll ship you some of the work food. Don't worry, I got you. I'd have been pissed off if someone handed me a bologna sandwich. Also, bologna spelled as bologna is so weird, bro. Who decided that? Who decided that? I just used to eat, because, you know, bologna is like a, I wouldn't say a lot, but when I was a kid, you know, my mom's getting us some lunch meat, we're more or less having bologna than any form of like, when stuff was on sale, we'd have some, you know, turkey or ham or whatever, but we were having a lot of bologna as kids. Bologna and cheese sandwiches. No condiments. Maybe that's why I love mayo so much, is because it was like a luxury to a degree at times, you know? I feel like everyone ate bologna as a kid and we all woke up and grew out of it. Yeah, it's just not... Although I will say, I never ate Spam as a kid. And if you give me a Spam roll, like a teriyaki Spam roll, which I kind of want to go there this weekend, but I probably won't because I've eaten out essentially every single day this week, so I need to save money. But the Asian mart that I go to, I'm going to say it wrong, but it's like a musubi or something like that. And it's rice with teriyaki Spam over the top, and then it's wrapped in seaweed. That shit is fucking banging, bro. You've never heard of Spam before? What? What? I only really like it. I haven't really had it in too many other things. I've never... Oh, okay, my bad, my bad. You never had it. Okay. Hey, okay. I wouldn't most likely eat it in any other form, right? But the teriyaki Spam with the rice and the seaweed, it's kind of, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It's just good. It's just good. And my mom thinks it's disgusting. She hasn't tried it because she's like, I'm not going to eat that. That's Spam. Because I don't know. She doesn't like bologna either. And I don't, it could have just been for us as kids that she did that and she had her own thing. Who knows? But I feel like she would eat it with us as well. And I just, because my dad, which at this point, I think he says he doesn't like bologna, but bro literally went on a streak of like, we would get bologna just for him because he liked bologna, I thought, but who knows. But she thinks it's disgusting, and I'm just like, bro, it is so good. It is so good, man. But like, that's the only way I'll eat it, is the teriyaki Spam. I have seen other like Japanese recipes where people use it and other stuff, but I've never tried them. Never have I ever tried them. The one thing that I think is foul that my dad likes is Vienna sausages. If you've ever seen those, never eat them, bro. Never eat them. Never eat them. That is the most foul processed food ever. Like I would take bologna 10 times over Vienna sausages, bro. Those things are foul. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, but he grew up as like a kid eating them. Cause you know, it's something cheap. But like, it's just like, bro, no. Nah, I'm good. I don't gotta eat that. I'm good. I do not want no Vienna sausages, bro. You couldn't find a way to make those good for me. I already wasn't like the most keen on hot dogs. You know, I was talking about that. You know, I liked them for a bit. Like, they're okay, depending on what it is. Like, I can have it every so often, but depending on the hot dog, I'm just not a big fan. You throw a Vienna sausage, who the fuck knows what that's made with? Yeah, well, listen, hey, listen, you could pay me money to eat some Vienna sausages, okay? Listen, 20 bucks is 20 bucks, okay? But would I enjoy it? No, okay? But throw a little money in there and I'll magically change my tune, okay? You tell me I can't complain, that's fine. I'll down the whole thing. As long as I can still make a face or something, you know? Because it's only like, I think like 8 of them in a pack. Dude, $20 to eat like 8 little things? Sure, why not, bro? Why not? Now, there's definitely limits, you know, there's definitely limits. It's like, bro, you gotta give me more money to eat this shit, bro. What do you expect? What am I, a fucking pig, bro? You think I'm just gonna eat this slop? Because pigs be like eating anything, bro. I'm not a pig hater, okay? Let's get that clear. I think pigs are awesome. Okay. Although I still don't think I could have a pet pig like some people do. 8 mini slop rockets is crazy. That fits the vibe so well, though. I saw this thing on Instagram. It's like some dude, you know, like people do like food reviews of like, you know, like, oh, like it's 9.5 out of 10, you know, like I follow some dude who does like wings, and I saw this guy does it for slop. It's called Slop Time, and he'll buy like frozen meals, or he's like, this is like a 20-year-old can of fucking tuna or some shit, and he'll try it, dude. I don't know how I feel about it. It's like good content, but also like disgusting sometimes. There was one time where in the description he put like, yes, I did throw up after eating this. Why? Bro's unique, bro. You gotta be, you know, he's finding his niche, you know? Finding his niche. I can't hate for that, you know? Just like your niche is loving AZ to no end, you know? It's like the same thing. You can't hate for that, bro. You just gotta respect. Yeah, who else would have thought to do that? Not me. Not me, bro. Not me. It is nothing like that? Are we sure? Dude, find me another fan that loves AZ as much as you. I'll wait. I'll wait. That's not like some old grandma, you know what I'm saying? Or grandpa, you know? Not some old person. I follow plenty of them. Well, okay, that makes sense. You know, that does make sense. But they got you dialed in. They know what they know what you be searching. Dude, every single time I run by one of the evolutions, like the Leafeon or Glaceon, I just pray. I just pray, and it never happens. I just want a shiny evolution. That is legitimately, like, the Shalfas that I want the most. Although, the one out of all of them that I want the least would probably be Flareon. Do not tell Pepper. She will be sad. But, it's just like, it's Flareon and Jolteon. I just don't like their shinies as much. I think those are the ones that I... Like, to be fair, the worst shinies are definitely Glaceon and Leafeon, right? Objectively. Because their colors don't change at all. But if I disregard that, it's like Jolteon, Flareon. I just don't like their shinies. Jolteon's that puke green I don't like, and then Flareon is just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of mid. Although I need to see it in this game and see how I like it. I just don't like them in general. Okay, well, why are we hating... Are we talking... Just don't like Flareon and Jolteon? Dude, Pepper is gonna be pissed. Don't let Pepper know this. Are you just not an evolution person? Are you an evolution hater like Spleefy? I love my evolutions. I wish we had another. It's our little secret. I'm telling... Just kidding, just kidding. Nah, I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. Not a hater, there's nothing special to me. I think they're a bit more special to me because I never, as a kid, I never realized how I needed to get them in game. And then the reason I love Leafeon so much is I was lucky enough to get like a rare Eevee. You know, because the Eevee spawns are rare in those games. And I was lucky enough to get an Eevee, and I just walked up to the... I just happened to have it in my party, did not know about it. And I had it in my party, and it said, like, Eevee reacted to it, and it evolved into Leafeon, and I was so hyped. And grass type's my favorite, so, you know, I was so hyped about that. So then eventually, you know, as I got older, I looked up how to actually evolve them, because I never knew as a kid. And Umbreon's just amazing. I don't know, man. And that's... I feel like that's the most basic one to say, but I love Umbreon Shiny. I always have. You know, before I knew... I feel like, you know, Umbreon's, like... Mainly it's just because of the TCG, but it's, like, the most overhyped one. But that is my favorite. And then it's Leafeon, and then it's Sylveon. Sylveon Shiny is literally the best Shiny, though. I love Umbreon Shiny, and I could argue it being the best, but there's barely any difference. And Sylveon's is just, it looks awesome. So, it's hard not to say it's objectively the best. It's got nothing on Shiny Gardevoir, though, let me tell you what. We love my queen. Okay, but the subtle shiny of, like, Glaceon, Leafeon isn't even, like, it's not even, like... It's not even subtle. It's just not even different, you know what I mean? Are we talking, like, the Sylveon where, like, changes, like, a little bit, but not, like, a lot? Like, not like a shiny Charizard change. Although I do really like that as well. That's bare. Okay, yeah. Dude, so many Shalfa Gardevoir. I just want my shiny queen, bro, or king. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of wish Typhlosion had, like, blue flames or something. I think that'd have been sick. But I do like myself. I like the Hisuian version a lot because it's also that, like, slight subtle. But I just love Hisuian Typhlosion. It's so peak. I love Typhlosion anyways. Hisuian Typhlosion is just so awesome. I like all the Hisuian variants. I think they're really cool. People are hating on Decidueye at one point, but dude, that thing, he dope as hell, bro. He's just dope as bro's got a hat. You know what I mean? Bro's, you know, who's hating on a homie with a hat? Okay, bro's sick with it. Gotta cut some slack for Gen 2. That's fair. That's fair. I know. Look, that's what I'm saying, bro. The amount of the alpha Gardevoirs that we aren't getting as Shalfas is so tragic. There's just so many, and then none of them want to shine for us, and I don't understand why. I always liked Decidueye as well, but I never played the games that he was in, right? Like fully, until like, shoot, I don't even know how long ago at this point. It's been a little bit. I haven't still fully gone into Gen 7. I tried playing just regular Sun, and then it was like, wow, this is boring. And Usum at least made it a bit more fun. But still with Gen 7, I was always just like, man, I don't know. It just didn't seem as fun as the other games to me. But we'll be going back, and I'll be playing through it again at some point. Is the plan, at least. Do a little Nuzlocke on it like we did X and Y. Same thing, we'll have all the randomized stuff. So then I'll actually have the chance to have all the other, you know, randomized megas that we didn't get in X and Y, which will be fun. Between me and you aren't really missing out by not playing Gen 7. Hey, that's what I'm saying, but I mean, they do got some cool shiny hunting methods. Some cool Pokemon that are definitely in there. But I'm just like, bro, I don't... Like, the Ultra Beasts are cool, but like... You know, it's just kind of like... I feel like that's what really carries the generation. Which I would almost say Mega Evolution carries Gen 6, but the story genuinely was good in that game. Part of the reason why I thought Gen 7 was boring was the amount of just cutscenes you have to go through. That I was just like, bro, let me play the game, bro. I did not pay... At the time, dude, I could tell people didn't like Gen 7 because I bought regular Sun and Moon for $14. $14 used. And, you know, that was when, I think it was around when Gen 8 came out. Because that's when I started to get back into Pokemon again. And I was just like, wow, these games must suck ass. And then I saw Usum was more expensive. So I tried to play regular Sun and Moon, like I said. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy these and try to play them. And like I said, they were better, but still not by too much. Yo, what's going on? Band Slam 33. How we doing? I don't know. I don't recognize the PFP. I felt like I just got legal named there. Like someone just said my full name because I'm so used to Natus. I normally just go by Natus, so that's I felt like someone just, you know, I was in trouble there for a second. How we doing? People are still trying to sell them at GameStop for 35. Like regular Sun and Moon or your Usum type beat? Are we talking X and Y? Regular Sun and Moon? I'm not too surprised. I mean, that's also the generation of... Because X and Y, I want to say I got for pretty cheap as well. Because it was back when people also didn't like it. I want to say I got X for 21 and then Y for 23. Which I don't know how much they are nowadays, but... I feel like people appreciate it a bit more, at least with this game as well. Another alpha right there. The Gardevoir, not shiny. And then two more evolutions, not shiny, of course. Next time we zone hunt zone 20, I'm just gonna set up the overloaded. I'm gonna try to do it this weekend or something. I might try to go backwards and go back and try to finish zone 1. Although, I know there's parts of Zone 3 we need to finish, and there's some Spoopa around and stuff. And some Scatterbug. I'm going to try to figure out where all the Scatterbug are. Because if there's Scatterbug in areas where we're going to be, like, fast travel resetting, then I feel like it's more worth just try to get them there. Than focus just on trying to get them via the bench method in Zone 1, because I just hate benching. It's such a boring way to shiny hunt. I like actually running through and checking all these shinies. I got Y for 70, or I'm lying. Dude, I think you're lying out your ass. There's no way. 70? Bro, what? Did you buy it from a game store? Was it brand new? Well, when did you buy this game? It felt like 70. Well, if it was your own money back in the day from stuff you'd saved up, I'm sure it felt like it. Shit, I think that was another reason why I didn't buy X and Y, is because they originally Pokemon games were like, I don't know, I swear they were like, I want to say Black and White was like 40 bucks, and I could afford that with the small allowance that I would get from like getting good grades. You're like, depending on how, you know, finances were, I get like $5 an A. So, you know, I just save stuff up via report cards, or, you know, if my grandparents on my dad's side was, if I got money from them, I'd save it specifically for Pokemon games. There was the era where I was saving that for, eventually I got an Xbox 360 and Call of Duty. But, you know, I spent so much money on just Pokemon cards whenever I get money. Or not Pokemon cards, Pokemon stuff. That was pretty much all I ever spent money on from when I got money from relatives. I guess there was probably a few Dragon Ball stuff too as well, but I got the new Pokemon game on Christmas every year. Nice. So wait. So did you get X and then you bought Y yourself? Or did you, was it like you didn't wait till Christmas and like you just got it at like whenever it came out? Like for Christmas, but you got it early, like when it came out type beat. That's one thing, is I don't think I ever really got like day one Pokemon games back in the day. I was just, when I got a DS, I didn't even know, like I don't even remember Pokemon like Diamond being out, like when it came out, but I just know my grandpa bought me a DS Lite, like sent me money for it. It might have been for my birthday, so it might have been even like for a while after it had been out, because I want to say that next like Christmas I had Platinum. I can't remember though, but most of the time I would buy them pre-owned because then they'd be cheaper, obviously, right? But I don't think I ever actually got it like within the first month of it coming out. I can't remember though. It's been so long. Dude, I want to see a gold little pig. Did I do Scarlet and Violet release date? I technically didn't get Scarlet and Violet on release date, but I got it like 2 days after because I ordered them on Amazon, I want to say. I'm pretty sure I did. Same thing with BDSP. So then it took like 2 days after they released to get here. But BDSP to me is just the shiny hunting, like, Gen 4 games, to where I can shiny hunt anything I want on Gen 4. I want to say Legends Arceus, I maybe went to a store, but I can't remember. Only bought Y this year. Oh, okay. Oh, no! Dude, how much time did you have in that save file? That's so sad. That happened to me on my hard gold file once, but I want to say it's because I used an action replay a bunch in that game. I would literally just like start new games, and then I would like give myself like a level 5 legendary and then just a bunch of master balls. And be like, okay, now I want this Pokemon, like at a certain point. That like Gen 5 was already out and I was just doing that there. Eventually on like Pokemon White or White 2, I can't remember what, I did use action replays to degrees, but you know. It made me doubt myself on if the Machop that I had that was shiny was from an action replay or not. It came from the right area, and I don't see why I would turn it. It was the only shiny in the Platinum that I had. I don't see why I would turn it on for a shiny Machop. I don't like Machop like that. So, but I don't remember getting the shiny Machop. That's the only thing. So, but I would get, you know, other shiny legends and stuff. But that's not something that I would necessarily keep. at least for my shiny collection, but it's a nice little thing of history, you know? I thought that was a shiny Dragology. Yeah, I don't know how much X and Y are right now. I feel like they probably went up because of PLZA, though. So much time and so many Pokemon. So sad, dude. Did you have a lot of shinies, perchance? Because I swear when I was a kid, I played so much time invested in Pokemon. And I don't know if I just didn't grind Pokemon out in the wild or what. Because I know in Gen 4, at least in Platinum, the amount of times I would just sit there, you know, there's that little pond where you can catch like a level 100 Magikarp. It was my goal at one point. I never did it. I don't know, it's like pretty rare to get. I don't know how rare it is to actually get it. But it was my goal. Dude, maybe I do a stream of just that if I can ever try to record something. I boot up my Platinum save. We see what's on there. If I still have my old one from a kid, I may have reset it. Shit, I gotta load that up sometime just to look. But I literally would sit there by that pond, and I can't remember the place. It's like... Ah, dude, it's escaping my mind right now. But I would literally sit there, and I would just try to, like, not even shiny hunt. Just hunt for the level 100 Magikarp. And I never got a shiny Magikarp. And the amount of hours I spent doing that. And I could have, and just as a kid, not known what the shiny Magikarp was. Because, you know, they showed off shinies in the anime, but I didn't realize those were a thing. I got the Lake of Rage Gyarados. I'm like, wow, this is cool. And that's as far as it went. Yes, a lot of totally legitimately obtained shinies. Is this sarcasm? I imagine they made an action replay for the 3DS, but I have no idea. I don't have it. Come on. It's been like an hour since our last shiny, bro. Why do you hate me, game? I'm not even asking for that much. Just one more, at least. I could spam fly, I guess. And we try to get one of these closer ones. Like, just run forward, spam fly. Could get a starter that way, which, I mean, that's not bad. We'll try a little bit of that. Not really worry about the Shalfas under the tower, even though we just got 2 alpha starters and neither of them were shiny, most likely. Yeah, neither of them were shiny. See how it goes. I'm running forward a bit just because I don't know what would spawn in. I'm not entirely sure. Look, there may have been a bunch of illegitimate shinies, but 8-year-old me loves shiny Charizard. Hey, that's fair. I did the same thing on my... Dude, I gotta see it. I might boot that up tonight before I go to bed, or just tomorrow. And just check out my old save file, man. The amount of just hacked Pokemon that were just, you know, like I said, shiny legendaries. It's a lot. It is a lot. I did do that quite a bit. Quite a bit. That and the hard gold, but I think the hard gold got corrupted, like I said. I'm going to murder my OBS chat because why does it do what it does? And it's and look where it is. It's another Alpha Gardevoir that's not shiny. His name was Charles, and I got him legitimately described. I didn't restore my inner child. Amazing. No, that's great. Did you know they actually have, if you look in Scarlet and Violet, they actually have a symbol to show like what game system it came from. So there should, and maybe that's only Gen 8, but I think it's in Gen 9 as well. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's in Gen 9. So if you got a one from like the Game Boy, it should have like a little Game Boy symbol. And it may be for the, not charms. What are the stuff you can get on them? I can't remember right now. Like just some special stuff. But it's pretty cool. I can't remember how to find it. Now I kind of want to look it up. But that was part of the reason why, like, I genuinely wanted to shiny hunt, like, get a genuine shiny Mew, you know, before Kaiser informed me that that's... I mean, it is possible to get the genuine, but it's basically only RNG manipulation to do it. To, like, actually get new frames. At some point, I shall do it. I shall indeed, unfortunately. Ribbons? I don't think it's ribbons. Hold on. I'm looking this up real quick. Symbol to show where... show if Pokemon came from Game Boy and Scarlet. There's an origin mark. Okay, I see this in at least in Sword and Shield. It's at least in Sword and Shield. Is it not in Scarlet and Violet? Did they get rid of it? They're called origin marks. It was actually introduced in Generation 6. Huh. If they got rid of that in Scarlet and Violet, I'm gonna be so sad. Because that was like, that was part of the reason why I wanted to, because, well, okay, they have it for Pokemon Go. Maybe they actually do have it, because they have it for Pokemon Go. Huh, I don't know. Because I just realized they have it for Pokemon Go and PLA. I might boot up my system to show after this. Because we'll do so many alpha starters. Because I'm probably going to do a few more resets here, and then I'll boot up Scarlet. And I don't know if the shiny Latios I got, where that's from, but I can at least show it for the PLA games and Pokemon Go where it is. Because it's not actually like a mark like how other marks are. It's at the top right where like the level area is, I want to say. Come on, bro, you don't see me. You don't see me, bro. Okay, you do. My bad. Hey, my bad, gang. I just want one more shiny. That's all I want. A nice little shiny to finish the night off, you know? And then I can boot up the game. And then I can show what I'm talking about, hopefully. I can try to see where my shiny Latios that I got for a level 5 Japanese Roggenrola. Female, by the way. Bro, Pokemon Go as well, that ruined the people to be able to, people used to like flex their shiny legendaries or just shiny mons on the GTS, and Pokemon Go allowed for Pokemon that shouldn't be available in the real game to be available. And I wonder if anybody's ever made a video on that to show like the dark day of the GTS, to show how many traits. I wonder if you could look that up. Honestly, yes. It's like, bro, you're gonna try to flex on the GTS? Yeah, here's my level 5 Infernape. Have fun. Yeah, you know, or whatever. I think there's still like a minimum level they can be, so you might be able to still do it nowadays. But you could just ask for impossible Pokemon. Yo, what's going on? The shiny luck. Hey. Let's just say all we got is Super Saiyan Malamar today, okay? The shiny luck ain't really, it ain't really hidden today. That's for sure. Hopefully if you're doing it, you got some better odds than us. Shiny Charm and everything, and Zone 20 just hates me. I will say, I do like to fast travel hunt instead of bench hunt. We have done bench hunts as well. I haven't overloaded the bottom, because it's been kind of a busy week for me recently. So that is one thing I do need to do. But the shiny luck has not been there for Zone 20 for me, man. It's just not there, unfortunately. Like, I would have loved that to be a Shalfa Raichu, but it's big rips. Yeah, it's not too bad of a shiny. I'm not the biggest fan on Malamar. I love that it looks like a Super Saiyan, so I love that. Yeah, I'll be showing off the display thingy because that was part of my appeal to still shiny hunt in like the older games, because then I can trade them up and, you know, have a shiny Mewtwo or whatever that has the Game Boy mark, so it comes from Fire Red. Like, I think that shit's awesome. Shiny and Beldum at the moment, only got shiny Houndoom so far. Are you doing the method where you run or you just do the what's it called? Portal? Not the portal, but you know what I mean. That is supposed to be a pretty good method. I've done it like a little bit back and forth, but we've never gotten a shiny that way. I haven't like stayed committed to it, is part of the reason why. I do need myself a shiny Beldum though eventually. I was kind of hoping we get like a shiny Metagross just from doing these, and then I'd eventually, you know, because I want to get a Living Dex. So then I'd go back and try. Oh my god, bro, so fast, bro. Get away from me. Holy shit, I did not see him following me. Oh my god. I just turned around and he's right behind me. But I haven't like stayed committed and done that method. I have done the method as well because I felt like they weren't spawning in because I didn't hear them, even though I'd spawn them in and then travel. I have done the method of just like running to the corner room and stuff as well. I reset it for shiny Lugia until silver until I remembered the shiny odds of Gen 5 and below are so bad. What do you mean? 1 in 8,000 and whatever it is awesome odds, and I will be doing hunts like those eventually. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I would have, which I'd probably do like dual hunts, like what people do. Maybe some days if I just want to chillax, we would only do like one. But I'd probably have like, you know, some other game on the screen like this. And we would just be doing some bench resets or something. So that way I can also do resets on Fire Red or, you know, anything. The only thing about the Gen 3 games, I would be doing probably more Gen 4 games. Because the Gen 3 games, they just... Dude, my OBS chat is going to make me, like, go crazy. But for the most part, you just have to get lucky. And it's like, you got to get a shiny frame. It's not so much about getting a shiny, it's about getting a shiny frame, especially if the battery is dry. So it's like, it's a whole thing. Gen 3 shiny hunting just messed up. You really got an RNG manip to really do good stuff there. It's definitely possible still, but that's the only downside. I'm doing the one where you run into the fly room, back to the entrance, then reset in the teleporter. Run to the fly room. Run to the room, fly back to the entrance, then reset the teleporter. Yeah. Well, are you running back every single time? Because I thought you could just run there, fly back, and then just smash the teleport button. Although I haven't looked too much into it. Yeah, what's so wrong about 1 in 8,000? Listen, you gotta work for shinies, bro. Listen, you only get one encounter at a time too. Just think about that. Think about that. But the only other thing is I gotta get another capture card if I wanna. It would literally just be in like the bottom right corner or whatever. You know, I just have it chilling there. Maybe at that point I wouldn't just have just the game and chat, and I'd have like layouts like I do for Ironmon and, you know, other games where I have layouts, where I do the layouts. So that way it's in its own little bottom right corner. So it's just a bit easier to see. But yeah, the plan would be to shiny hunt in 2 games at once. So that way you eventually get there. And I'd actually have a counter for, I don't really see the appeal in showing counters for, like, Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, and, this game. Other than if it's for, like, eggs, you know, which obviously you can't do that in PLA and this game. Because I did do the counters for the eggs in Scarlet and Violet, but Like, to me, since it's like, you know, you get so many different encounters at once, you can count the different times you phase and stuff, but I don't know. I like it'll be like, you know, we count how many times we've had an encounter. It's gonna be the OG shiny hunting layout and stuff. No, you're good. I understood it. I just wasn't sure if you were going back every time, because I know my buddy, he had trouble doing that, to where he swore he heard them, but he wasn't getting a shiny. So then for like 10 minutes, he did what I was talking about, where you can go in that corner room. You run all the way in, and you run to the corner room past where the Houndoom and Houndour sits. Like near where the Beldum room is. And you run into the corner, and it despawns. It should despawn both Beldum and potentially Metang. But I think sometimes one of the Beldums can be on the other side of the room and just be barely close enough. But you get like that 70 meters you need to despawn them. And that's how I was shiny on them at first when I was trying. We didn't end up getting one. That's what I was doing at first. That's called shiny sound hallucination, and it happens to me even when I'm not playing the game. Yeah, dude, yeah. No, I actually had like a nightmare last night that I was like, it's hard to explain, of just like just sound hallucination. I swore I heard something, and then I thought I was awake, and I damn near may have had a night terror. Who knows? I can't even explain what happened to me last night. Part of it was I was late for work, and I was like, not on my third day, bro. Not on my third day. That was a rough one. Come on, bro. One last shiny, please. Anything, bro. Anything. I really wish there were benches over here. Because for the most part, it almost seems like just doing the spawn resets is the best. Unless there's benches, like, outside that are close enough. Because to get the fire starters, you know, Tepig and Charmander, I don't really think the bench is close enough. I could be wrong, though. How long have you been going after the Beldum, though? I don't know what to call you. RSM, I guess? Is that just what you go by? Two hours now? Not too bad. Do you have the shiny charm? I hope. I always recommend, people dislike doing the 1,000 battles, bro. And I'm just like, listen, you're going to be wasting... And it's not wasting if you don't care about it. Like, because some people, like, you know, because I'm perfectly fine with shiny hunting in the old games, because the feeling of getting it is just awesome. But, like, some people genuinely like full odds hunting, and they don't want the shiny charm. But some people are like, oh, it just doesn't feel worth it. I don't want to spend the time doing it. I'm like, bro, you got, in my opinion, you got, like, you know, 10 hours tops, and that's if you do super slow to get the 1,000 battles. And it's so much more worth if you're shiny hunting, because you're gonna sit there if you want to finish it faster. I mean, you know, I mean, we've had the shiny charm and only gotten one shiny in 2 hours here, whereas, you know, obviously in the other places where you can fast travel and do, you know, other resets where it's just a lot better. I enjoy the battles. I wouldn't say I fully enjoyed them at first, but at a certain point, I enjoyed really optimizing the Battle Royale. Because I did the Battle Royale. Some people do the cafes. I made a short on it, actually. Some people do the cafes. But if you optimize the Battle Royales, you can actually do them faster. Get more battles faster on average. Than the restaurants, which is nice. And then also you get better rewards. You have a chance for master balls and stuff. So it was fun optimizing them. I got into a groove. At first it felt monotonous, but then after that I was like, oh, this is awesome. The thing I hated the most was on our last, like, once we got 1,000 battles, I would have been like PB for the Battle Royale. I was so sad, but I was like, nah, I want to do the 1,000th battle. I want it to be a challenger's ticket, so I did that instead. All right, I probably am only gonna reset a few more times here. I might just fast travel right here and see what we can do. I figure, actually, you know, I can actually do this. Will this spawn in both of them? Wait. Is this a way to fast travel and go after the other shinies? The starters? The fire starters? They spawn in right here? I think they just might. Is that gonna... They might just barely be in. I could dang near rotate. Oh no, it's definitely a bit far away. I could dang near just rotate though. Go there and then go there and then, you know, go back and forth, run forward. I also need to potentially eat, but not sure. Bro, the 10 Battle Cafe was so tedious. Yeah, that's why I'm literally, you're just mashing buttons. I mean, you can do it fast. I used, when I did, because I tested it out to see, that was the only reason I did it. I tested it out just to see, like, what averages you can get. Was literally the only reason I did it. But you just gotta mash through so much text, and it was just not fun. Just not fun. Let's go in here real quick. I still wish you could, like, choose which, like, gate you fast travel at. That'd be, like, a cool little feature. Dude, if I get a Shalfa Diggersby from the tower, I might crash out. I would be so sad. Well, dude, honestly, I'm just not a big bench person. I hate bench resets. They just, I don't know. I hate watching that thing over and over again. And in reality, they're not bad. But I just hate watching the day-night reset so many times over. It just irks me. I don't know why. But yeah, there are some to where it's like you would have to walk quite a ways to do a spawn reset. But to degrees, I like that more because it's a bit more active shiny hunting. Like because I could just try to spam stuff or do bench resets. I just, I don't know. I prefer using my brain a tad bit. You know, it's not like it takes a lot of my brain power to run around. But I like having to actually move my character and do stuff rather than like follow a routine of just doing the benches. So I did bench hunts for Finnegan at first, and then I'm actually about to make a short on it. And then I did, which this probably seems a bit weird, but I did save resets, and to me, I enjoy save resets more than the bench. And it's literally like, it makes no sense because I actually had the times written down. So the reloads are actually take a little bit longer, unless I got the timing wrong. And oh, that's a shiny Bulbasaur! Let's go! I got a shiny starter! Oh my gosh! Please be female. Please be female. What ball do I want? Do I have a sport ball? I don't have a special, or I meant a friend ball. I don't have a special ball. This kind of makes me sad. I could save this, but I don't have an easy way to get it. I'm gonna go Premier Ball for this guy. And it is a dude, isn't it? It's not a female. Wonderful. Amazing. Now, where is this supposed to go in the decks? But I did save resets. I wonder if to me, it's just, I don't know. It makes no sense because it's basically the same thing as benches. But to my brain, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Where is this guy supposed to go in the decks? Let's see, how far... So,
Oh, did I do my boxes wrong? Malamar is not supposed to be... There's 30 in each. No, yeah, he should be in the... Okay, yeah, no, he should be in the 6th. This guy's gonna be in the 5th box. And he's gonna be... the 3rd to bottom slot, right? So you should be right here, I want to say. Let's see if I did a thing. Dude, that's amazing. I'm happy. I was complaining about not getting the starters, so did I? What is this? Oh, that's just me evolving them, huh? Yeah, I didn't do the clip of it, I don't think. What is this? What is this? Wait, what? Why did I... What was this for? I'm so confused what I... Oh, that was... Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it did the thing where it broke. Yeah. But yeah. Maybe this is on the roof afterwards? I can't remember. Yeah, I did the save resets. It wasn't too bad. But nice. Awesome. Not a Shalfa. But hey, it's a starter. I'll take it. We're going to do 2 more resets, and then I'm going to boot up Scarlet and Violet, and then show what I was talking about earlier. You know, we got to do our backup resets. You never know. You never know. And then that's probably going to be it for tonight, because I do got to head to bed soon. So that way I can get up at 3 a.m. But I slept for like almost 4 hours earlier after work, so my sleep schedule is so fucked. We'll figure it out. Dude, yeah, I don't understand why that happened in the game, but it did. It's happened a few times. All right. Last second shiny fire starter? No. Nope. We'll finish the loop, though. We'll finish the loop. You never know. And now you know. There's nothing. Okay. Well, not too bad. We got 2 shinies today. I mean, the rate isn't the best, but hey, one of them was a starter, and we love that. And it actually has a really good nature already, which is cool. No perfect IVs, though, so if I want to use that online, that's going to be rough. Excuse me. And then we got Super Saiyan Malamar. How do I look at just... Is there a way to just look at this guy without seeing his stats? There isn't, is there? I wish there was a way to do that in the box. And we got Super Saiyan Malamar, which is awesome. So I'm going to switch over to Scarlet and Violet real quick just to show off what I was talking about earlier. And then, oh, and I just unplugged my headphones. Not that I need to hear this anymore, but... And then after that, I will be hitting the hay for tonight. I might try to just drink a bunch of energy drinks tomorrow. But the only thing is... It's just, you know, I can't really drink drinks where I am, so it's tough to do that. Can't wait till I get to the engineering department, bro. I'm hoping I can show that I want to be there enough and everything that it gets pretty fast, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Does Scarvy have it? I was actually shiny hunting. I stopped shiny hunting in Pokemon Legends ZA when I got the shiny, what's it called? Dude, and that's one thing about this game that is so... There is no way... There's no camera, right? There's no, like, camera speed. Right? Unless I'm crazy. Which sucks. But I was shiny hunting like Chansey. That was here. But let's see. So, this... You can see at the bottom right, where it has the shiny mark, there's a Pokemon Go mark. Okay. So you can see these shinies are from Pokemon Go. This is from Scarlet and Violet. Let's see if I can find one from... I don't know if I actually... Oh, shoot. Do I have all of them in Pokemon Home? This is from Legends Arceus. You can see that. Let's see. Let's check this guy out. So that... I have no idea... I have no idea what mark that's from. But you can see that's not... Huh. I think that's... I think I checked before... Shiny mark legend. Okay, I don't think that's gonna give me what I want. Yeah, it's looking at actual marks. By the bottom right, next to that, it's like a clover. I want to say that's from like Gen 7 from when I looked up. I can't remember though. It's either Gen 6 or 7. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can find another one. Zamazenta. So that's Sword and Shield. I'm pretty sure. Right? I got those from Sword and Shield. Wait. Why is the original trainer Arthur? I didn't realize that was who it came from. Is that like a lore thing from the anime or something? I didn't realize that was like the thing there. It's 7? It is 7. Okay. I knew it was one of the two, but I couldn't remember. And then this guy, who is not shiny, right? Yeah, this guy's PLA. This guy's Pokemon Go? No, never mind. He's that. I don't know if I have any other ones that are from like super far. I think all mine are just from Pokemon Go, Gen 8, PLA. And then I think that's like the only one that's not from like a Switch game that I actually have in this game. I have a bunch in Pokemon Home. But I have to check those. Dude, this guy looks so good in this game. What the heck? Nice. Could you send that to Discord? Because that'd be actually kind of fire if you could. Okay. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna call it a day. A night, I should say. I'm gonna try to see if I can eat something or get some water at least, and go from there. So try to get some rest before I gotta work tomorrow. So no stream tomorrow. I'm hoping I can get a short up tomorrow though. And then Friday, I should be streaming. I might stream Hollow Knight Friday. I might do a Hollow Knight stream Friday. I'm kind of thinking about it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you can search the origin marp on there? The origin marp? Huh, okay. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that later. But for now, I'm going to get out of here.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna have to remember that.
But yeah, that's sort of the plan. We'll see how it goes. It might be like a more weekend thing. But we'll be doing Ironmon and Pokerogue as well eventually. We'll see how it goes. If I could get into the habit of streaming every day, I would love to. Guys, all I need is Mr. Beast to donate me $1 million. Then I'd stream every single day. You know, it's just that easy. It's just that easy. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you, RSM, for stopping by. Luma as well for obviously being the usual GOAT. I'll be live Friday at least, maybe tomorrow, but probably just Friday. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Goodbye. Goodbye.